Tim Cool here with Smart Church Solutions, and I want to talk deferred maintenance. This is a topic that we talk about a lot. And if you've watched any of our other videos, if you've read our ebooks, if you've read any of our other material and blogs, you know that this is a big topic for us. Most churches have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars of deferred maintenance. And in 2022, we examined close to 3 million square feet of church facilities, and we found close to $60 million of deferred maintenance. That's almost $30 a square foot. Think about that. For an organization that claims to be good stewards, we don't steward our facilities as well as we should. So how do you avoid, and what do you do when you need to deal with deferred maintenance? Of all the facility condition assessments we've ever done as a company, the churches that have deferred maintenance, which is 100% of every church we've ever met with, is always underfunded in their general maintenance budget, and they're understaffed in facility staff. That's why things get deferred. It's because you don't have the money to handle it and you don't have the personnel to fulfill it. That is the thing that drives deferred maintenance in our churches, which then causes us to have to reallocate funds that could go towards ministry. We allocate them later when there's massive deferred maintenance. Where if we'd have spent the money up front, yes, it would have eroded that year's budget, but at a much lower rate than what it's going to cost us in the future. So a couple of things. Number one is identify your deferred maintenance. Make sure you understand how much deferred maintenance do you have. And when we refer to deferred maintenance, we also categorize not just the things that are deteriorating and beyond useful life. We also look at the items that you don't have capital reserves set aside to replace it at the end of life. For example, if you had an HVAC unit that was 12 years old, it may have 3 to 4 to 5 more years of life, but if you have no reserve account to cover that cost, you technically have deferred maintenance because you are not prepared to handle that. The second thing is provide adequate general maintenance budgets. Just improving your general maintenance budget can make an enormous difference in your deferred maintenance. Include in that budgeting process then your staffing. We know that the best run facilities, not just church facilities, but best run facilities have one full-time employee for every 35,000 square feet. Run that number yourself. Do you have enough staff? Do you not? Most likely you don't. Most churches we deal with don't have enough facility staff. Is to make sure you have the proper capital reserve accounts ready to address things when they hit end of life. Instead of band-aiding it, instead of continuing to add chewing gum and duct tape to it, when it reaches end of life, if you have the money available, go ahead and replace it. Retire that piece of equipment. Think of every piece of equipment in your facility as needing to be retired at some point in time. If you're properly planning about your own human retirement, you're probably setting money aside for that. The same thing applies. Your capital reserve account is kind of like your 401k or your IRA planning for the future. So again, make sure you understand how much deferred maintenance you have, properly budget for general maintenance. Number 3, properly staff for your facility staffing. And number 4, have your capital reserve account properly funded for the things that you know you're going to have to replace. Thank you for your time.